South West Boxing Media and Association Britain Streetwear. Delighted to be joined with Shaq Speare today. Shaq, thanks so much for beginning of your time, mate. How are you?
Not too bad, thanks, mate. How's yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, is football coming home, Shaq, or are you not much of a football fan?
You know what? I'm not one to say yet, but I think it is. You know.
You think you're going to do the business with Denmark tomorrow? Yeah.
The performances, yeah. To be honest with you, I don't think we conceded anything as well, have we?
No. We've been listening to all these clean sheet analysis. The pundits like to tell us about these us poor nations. They're not as good as you. Never mind.
Shaq, myself and Scott, a few weeks ago, were lucky enough to be guests at Huey's gym. We met obviously Peter, Huey, and Savannah there. Unfortunately, we didn't bump into yourself on that day. But I just want to ask you, I mean, since joining that gym, since linking up with Peter, Huey, and Savannah, just how much have you enjoyed settling into life there, mate?
You know what? I've settled in fairly quick. You know, everybody there opened me with open arms. And I've just gone from level to level to level, learning new things. It's just brilliant. Obviously, Huey's at top level heavyweight. Savannah's obviously top level. She's world champion. So, what better company? And then Peter's obviously got them to where they are. What better other company to be around?
Definitely. I mean, it must be obviously, like you said, such a player should be trained and, you know, guided by the world-renowned and respected knowledgeable trainer like Peter Shaq. Since picking up with him, mate, what do you think he's added to your armory as a fighter? Is anything specific, or is it just sort of an all-round sort of game changer?
He's changed a lot. He's like a jigsaw puzzle. Like he's undone the jigsaw puzzle, shut the box round a bit, and then he's just carefully putting everything back together. People will be in for the shock the next time they see me fight. It's a completely different fighter.
Oh, wicked, mate. I mean, and you sort of touched on there. I mean, what is it like training around sort of Savannah and, you know, Huey? I mean, like you said, there's no many better fighters you could be around, really, is there?
Not really, no. And as you said with Peter, he doesn't really take fighters on. And I know because he's got his hands full with Savannah and Huey, why he wouldn't. But I feel privileged that he obviously sees something he has took me on, and I don't want to waste his time as well as waste their time, because time with Peter is valuable.
Yeah, I mean, how did that come about, mate? I mean, how did the sort of Peter relationship come to fruition?
So I was with Georgie Vaughan and Derry Matthews before I made the move. I obviously had that last fight. Certain things weren't working for me, in a sense. I needed to get out to Liverpool as well. I needed to take my camp elsewhere, get away from distractions. And I spoke to my manager, Bellew. We went through a few names. There was a few names, but Peter was always the first one. And yeah, Bellew spoke to him and he said, yeah.
Great stuff, mate. You obviously touched upon it there, Shaq. We last saw you out on the Richardson and Vasquez undercard back in 2020. I saw on your Instagram last week, you said you've been sparring with Sean McCool. I know he's got a fight coming up. Tyrone McKenna as well. And you used the words sparring for our upcoming fight. So I'm assuming there must be, you know, news of a fight being close, mate. Is it anything you can tell us?
There's nothing I can tell you as of now. But I'm sure there'll be something I'll be able to announce where you will know soon.
Mate, we got our timing wrong, haven't we?
I will completely wrong on this one.
By the way, as well, just talking about obviously Tyrone and Sean McCool as well. Just tell us what was the sparring like with those guys as well? Good sparring.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah. First experience sparring. 2 7-foot southpaws.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. you know, you've got to up your game when you're sparring lads like that. They're at the top of the game. They come all the way from Ireland, all the way over here to get some sparring, and you know what I mean. They're going to be on the game. Makes you improve your. It's good, as they say, iron sharpens iron, and what have you. It's good. It was good. Very good sparring.
Oh, wicked, mate. So you know, like we did touch upon your last fight. You sort of have got really itchy knuckles to get back in there, or is this sort of, are those knuckles itchy because you want to get sort of back to winning ways again? Is that sort of what the mindset is at the moment?
You know what? The mindset is just to get back in and fight. Like, when I go back, when I fight, I'm going to win regardless. Like, that doesn't come into my mind of, you know, I need to get back in there and get to winning ways. I know when I get back in there, I'm going to win. It's just getting back in, getting that fight news of this is in concrete when you're fighting. It's that's what I'm waiting for.
I mean, I'm sure it's something that you don't dwell on, as you said. You know, your mind is focused now moving forward. There's new things going on with Peter in the new gym. But I mean, have you watched the fight back against Kane? And if so, what were your thoughts on that, Shaq, looking back at it?
Yeah, I've watched it back. Watched it back a few times now. Not the full fight, but I've watched like little bits. It's just what it was. I went in there unfit and fucking paid the price for it.
Is a rematch? Is a rematch something actively you're looking for or would look for?
I would love to rematch. I'd love nothing more than a rematch. I don't know what he's doing. Is he still fighting? I don't know.
Yeah, I did see he put something up on his Instagram. I think it was yesterday that I think he's with the old BoxRec rankings. I think he's ranked 13 now. So I mean I don't know. As opposed where, you know, news is coming for a fight. I don't know.
Hey, he's doing all right, isn't he? You know, I think that rematch in the heartbeat. Just see what happens. Hopefully, in the future, I think it will. I think it will happen again. But you know,
only time will tell.
So the fight news that you can't tell us yet, that we should have jumped on with you next week to find out, isn't Kane Baker then, mate?
I fucking hope so. I hope you take the rematch. Nah, I don't know. But, you know, I just leave that to Peter and Bellew to sort out between them. I let them take the full reins of my career. So, yeah, if they say that's the rematch, they say I'm fighting AJ next. You know, that's. I just do as I'm told.
I mean, following on, sort of talking about Kane. I mean, has it always been respectful between the two of you, or is there that little bit of needle there, mate?
Who's that with Kane?
Yeah, with Kane, yeah.
No, you know what? Respectful before the fight. He was respectful after the fight as well. I've got no malice towards him. Obviously, he boxed. He put on a good performance. I didn't. I can't hold a grudge against a man who's done his job. You know what I mean? He was in there for the same reason. No, he wasn't. To be fair, he's got his own reasons why he fights, and I've got my own reasons why I fight. Obviously, he got the decision. If he boxed again, there wouldn't be no need. There'd be no malice. I'd just punch his head off this time. That's
so you think you've both got, is that, you know, you've got different reasons? You just said that. Is there, I mean, what's the reasons why you fight? Are they different, mate, do they?
I fight because obviously because I enjoy fighting. I'm not saying he doesn't enjoy fighting, but I want to be a world champion. I win domestic titles. They're my dreams and aspirations. His aspirations aren't that. He said that. I've seen an interview. He said he doesn't want to be a British champion. He doesn't want to be a European champion. He doesn't want to be a world champion. He just wants big fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want just big fights. I want to.
So you want legacy then, mate? Yeah, that's what sort of you were going for, maybe.
Yeah, you could say that word gets thrown around a lot. Legacy. Yeah, but yeah, it's so to say. Yeah, legacy. Yeah, I want something to leave for my children as well. They can look back and be like, "My dad done that. My dad done that. My dad done that." Yeah, so to speak. Yeah, legacy.
You know, obviously, as we've said, you know, fight news is around the corner. You know, just moving forward now for yourself personally, Shaq, is the goals and the targets now just to be as active as possible. And then you mentioned the word there, titles as well, domestic titles, and maybe further afield. Is that more the longer term plan as well then, Shaq, after, you know, getting yourself back in there and getting back to business, mate?
Yeah, like Peter, me and Peter spoke about it. We've got a plan. Obviously, you just take one fight at a time. You know, that's probably where I messed up my last fight as well. So I was thinking of other things. Got a bit too ahead of myself. You know, it's staying focused and taking each fight at a time. We've got a plan. We know what the plan is, but it's just taking each fight at a time. And when the time comes, I'm confident in me ability that I can beat the best of them out there. You know what I mean? It's just getting myself there and then taking the opportunity.
Definitely, mate. Obviously, you know, Tony Bellew, like you mentioned, has, you know, major sort of role in your career. I mean, how did that come about? Was it sort of the Scouts selling committee just sort of saw you in the gym and, you know, liked what he saw as how that working relationship come about?
No, I'll tell you, he's a lovely man with a kind heart. He does a lot that a lot of people don't know about in the ring and out the ring. For a lot of fighters, the link between me and him is we know a mutual person in the boxing world who a journalist, very good journalist, and sorry, a very good journalist, and he done an article on me not so long after I turned professional, and Bellew obviously seen it because we're from the same area, we grew up in the same area, and he'd asked and said, like, "Who's this lad? How come he's not fighting much and what have you, and blah, blah, blah." So I remember I was sitting here one night and got a phone call. Chris Walker, his name is, and he rang me and was like, "I don't know what's going on with you at the minute, but have you got a manager, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Right, I spoke to Bellew and he'd like to work with you, blah, 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 blah." Then it just went from there. I had a few issues and he sorted out. I got them sorted. And then I was signed with him, then I'm fighting 2 weeks later.
Oh, wicked, mate. I mean, what do you make of Tony's sort of new adventure now on this on Eddie Hearn's sort of DAZN platform? He's one of the main pundits. I mean, luckily, I mean, like us with our accent, do you think he's going to need to come with subtitles out in on these DAZN fights, mate?
You know what? Because I'm a Scouser, I understand exactly what he's saying. Like, we all understand each other because we all speak fucking 100 miles an hour. But he's superstar now, isn't he?
Yeah, big time.
So, it's good. Even if there's a few of them, there's Bellew. You've got like different bodies, like that Maya Jammer. They got a few of them, haven't they? It's good.
Yeah, it looks a good lineup as well, doesn't it? I got to be honest.
Looks modern and fresh as this to me. Seems like there's like a definite modern sort of edge to it, isn't it?
Definitely, it's bringing different audiences. Like people going on about the Mayweather Logan Paul thing and what have you. It can only be good, can't it? It's given opportunities as well.
Definitely, mate. I mean, obviously he's managing Jazz at Dickens as well. Do you think Jazz is going to be a new IBF world champion next, mate?
Yeah. You know what? Jazz, he's waited a long time for this to happen. Me and him spoke about it. Like, he always knew this fight was gonna happen, and I'm just making sure that it's happened now. And you know, this fight could have happened years ago and not have the platform it's got. I'm just happy for him that he's going to get the best of everything. It's going to be on the biggest platform it can be on, and everybody will be able to see it.
And I bet the money's okay as well, mate, isn't it? Well, after Tony takes his massive cut, I bet.
Tony thought he's acting well. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I just want to ask you as well, Shaq. Obviously, your last fight, you fought at super lightweight, but you fought at lightweight too. I mean, is super lightweight what you looking to campaign on now moving forward, personally, for you, mate?
I don't know, because I can do lightweight. I'm strong enough to do super lightweight. I'd probably be strong enough to do welterweight if I wanted to. I don't know. Just see what happens. See where the opportunities come at. But yeah, I'll leave that again to Peter and Tony. Let them figure that out.
Plenty of options to explore, as you said, mate. We mentioned super lightweight and the lightweight division as well. I just want to get your thoughts as a boxing fan. I mean, those two divisions are absolutely stacked worldwide. So much talent, and just class the divisions are. Just tell us, who do you see in the super lightweight division? Stick with that one for now. Who do you see as the main man of that division worldwide, mate?
Now.
Yeah. It's got to be Josh, isn't it?
Josh Taylor, yeah. I'd say until he moves up. To be honest with you, nobody's really messing with him. So don't get me wrong, there's progress, but yeah, I'd say Taylor's the man at the minute. I don't think anybody's beating him. To be honest with you, he's 10 steps ahead of everybody, isn't he?
Yeah. You mentioned progress, but he's rumoured to be fighting Mikey Garcia. I think that's a tasty little one, isn't it? A good fight that is.
You know what? That is a good fight. I'd say Mikey Garcia and Josh Taylor are a good fight as well. But does Josh move to welterweight now, or does he do what he wants at this division, which he's earned the right to because he's number one?
Yeah. Josh is in that position where literally he can call the shots now, can't he? I mean, whatever he wants to do moving forward, there's mega fights out there for him, isn't it?
Definitely.
Well, Shaq, we want to say thanks so much for your time today, mate. And, we wish you the very best for the rest of 2021. And we can't wait to hear this exclusive news. I'm assuming it's going to be dropping really soon.
Oh, thank you, boys. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
No worries, mate.
It's been a pleasure, mate.
When the news drops, mate, we'll have to jump back on again.
100%, mate. 100%. It's been a pleasure.
Okay. No way. Shaq, thanks so much, mate. We speak to you soon.
Take care, mate.
Nice one, boys. Take care.
Take care, mate. Bye.